Welcome to TAO, the podcast where we dive into the latest in technology, AI, and other fascinating developments. I'm Sarah, your guide through the tech jungle, and joining me is Mike, who's always full of questions.
Hey Sarah, I'm excited to see what we've got on the docket today. Where are we starting?
Let's kick things off with Amazon. They've hit a major milestone by deploying 1 million robots across their global warehouses. Can you believe that, Mike? That's almost as many robots as there are human workers at Amazon.
Wow, that's a lot of robots. How are these robots being used?
Well, 75% of Amazon's deliveries are now assisted by robotic technology. They've even launched a new AI model called Deep Fleet to optimize robot routes and speed up delivery times. Plus, they've introduced a touch-sensitive robot named Vulcan to improve efficiency.
That's incredible. So they're really pushing towards automation in their fulfillment centers.
Absolutely. Now moving on to Anysphere, the company behind the AI coding platform Cursor. They've made some strategic hires from Anthropic's Claude code team, including the former head of development and product manager.
Interesting. Why is this a big deal?
It's significant because Cursor relies heavily on Anthropic's AI models. These hires come at a time when Anysphere is experiencing rapid growth, having recently secured $900 million in funding and surpassing $500 million in annual revenue.
Speaking of challenges, what's going on with Apple?
Apple's facing some AI hurdles. They've had a top researcher leave, and there's internal discontent over pay and AI performance issues. Plus, their upgraded Siri is delayed until 2026 due to engineering challenges.
That's tough. How is Apple addressing these issues?
They're exploring partnerships with external AI labs like Google, OpenAI, and Anthropic. They're also considering acquiring startups like Perplexity AI to boost their AI capabilities.
Got it. So what's next?
Next up is AppsForBharat. They've secured 175 crore in a Series C funding round, doubling their valuation to $175 million. They're planning to expand into over 20 temple towns and enhance their app, Sri Mandir, with AI-driven features.
That sounds like a big leap. What's driving their success?
Their revenue rate is exceeding 100 crore, and there's significant demand from the global Indian diaspora. It's part of a larger trend in India's booming faith tech sector.
And how about Astrophel Aerospace?
This Pune-based startup has secured 6.84 crore in pre-seed funding to develop reusable semi-cryogenic launch vehicles. They're working on missile-grade guidance systems with support from ISRO and the government.
That's exciting. What's their goal?
They aim to test a prototype within 3 years, positioning themselves as key players in reducing space access costs in India's growing space economy.
Now, what's happening with Brainlab?
Brainlab, a German medical tech firm, has put its IPO on hold due to geopolitical uncertainties affecting capital markets. Despite this, their recent business performance has been positive.
So they're playing it safe for now.
Exactly. Moving on, in a recent benchmark test, Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro outperformed the human topper of the IIT-JEE advanced exam, scoring 336.2 out of 360.
That's impressive. How did other AI models fare?
ByteDance's Seed 1.6 thinking model came second, and models from Anthropic and OpenAI followed. This showcases the advanced capabilities of modern AI systems.
Fascinating. And what about Cloudflare?
Cloudflare has launched Pay-per-Crawl, a new marketplace that lets website owners charge AI companies a micropayment each time their site is scraped for data.
That seems like a smart move. How will it work?
They're blocking AI crawlers by default on new sites, aiming to establish a more durable system for content use and value.
Interesting. What's the latest with the English Premier League?
They've partnered with Microsoft for a 5-year deal to integrate AI into their digital platforms. Microsoft's Copilot will provide fans with quick facts and stats on matches.
That sounds like a great way to engage fans.
Definitely. Now, Esri India has launched a GIS and AI Competency Center in Noida. With a 150 crore investment, they're aiming to integrate AI into geospatial applications.
What impact do they hope to achieve?
By collaborating with academic institutions, they aim to develop solutions that automate data processing and decision-making for sectors like utilities and defense.
Got it. And Genesis AI?
Genesis AI has exited stealth with a $105 million seed round. They're building a general-purpose foundational model to automate a wide range of repetitive tasks using synthetic data.
That's a huge seed round. What's their timeline?
They plan to release their model by the end of the year.
What's happening with Grammarly?
Grammarly has acquired the email client Superhuman to integrate its AI agents into the email workflow. This move aims to expand Grammarly's AI-powered productivity suite.
That seems like a strategic move to enhance their offerings.
Absolutely. Now, Intel's new CEO, Lip Bhutan, is considering a strategic shift for their contract manufacturing business, moving away from the 18A chip-making process.
Why the shift?
They're concerned that 18A is losing its competitive edge, so they're focusing on the next generation 14A process.
What's next on the list?
Mindtree has launched its Global Capability Center as a service, a new AI-powered offering to help enterprises manage their global centers.
How does it work?
It uses a flexible model to provide end-to-end support, transforming GCCs into strategic innovation hubs.
And Microsoft?
Microsoft has made its GitHub Copilot chat extension for Visual Studio Code open source, aligning with CEO Satya Nadella's vision for open AI tools.
That's a big step towards transparency.
It is. Now, QNew Labs has unveiled 2 new quantum-safe cybersecurity platforms, QConnect and QVerse, to protect critical sectors from quantum threats.
Sounds like they're ahead of the curve.
They certainly are. Moving on, Elon Musk's xAI has secured $10 billion in financing for advancing their AI solutions and building a massive data center.
That's a huge investment. What's the plan?
They're focusing on their flagship Grok platform and expanding their infrastructure.
And how about X, formerly Twitter?
They're piloting a feature allowing AI chatbots to generate community notes for fact-checking. It's a limited pilot to evaluate its effectiveness.
That could be a game changer if it works well.
Indeed. Now, the Telangana government is launching the Telangana Data Exchange, a state-led digital public infrastructure for AI developed with Japan's JICA.
That sounds promising for AI startups.
It does. In other news, the U.S. Senate has voted to remove a provision that would have banned states from regulating AI, ensuring states can create their own regulations.
That's a significant decision for AI governance.
Finally, AI-native startups are facing funding challenges as investors rely on outdated metrics. At the TechCrunch All-Stage event, Clyda Martiro will address this disconnect.
That's crucial for founders seeking investment.
Absolutely. Well, that wraps up our discussion for today. Thanks for joining us on TAO. We hope you found our deep dive into these topics insightful.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe for more tech insights and updates. Until next time, stay curious.
Bye for now.